Hello there, Asad. Okay, let's have a look at your work. So I'm glad you've taken us up on the offer to do the free essay corrections. That's great. So yeah, while you were doing the course, I upgraded it, and I upgraded your course as well to the newest one, and that's why the question changed. But don't worry, you still got 8 corrections as promised, and 2 extra for free, which I'm doing now. So experts in the energy sector debated on whether green energy is cost-effective and environmentally friendly, or a threat to energy security. Well done for using weather correctly. Some believe they impose a threat on uninterrupted supply. Personally, I strongly disagree and advocate the adoption of green energy. Good. This essay will discuss both sides using examples from natural resources and the USA government to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Fantastic. 2 tiny errors there. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that natural resources used to generate energy are less costly and preserve the environment. Firstly, they are not required to be processed to purify, unlike fossil fuel, to become a suitable input for energy plants. Okay, or power plants is the normal way. Secondly, neither do they pollute our environment through carbon emissions, nor they leave carbon footprints behind, as they are infinite in quantity. For example, sunlight and wind, which are not scarce, as well as direct intake for solar panels and windmills. Okay, that needs to be rephrased. Okay, the sentence structure here. For example, sunlight and wind are not scarce, comma, they are also direct sources for solar panels and windmills. It is conclusively clear that as compared to traditional resources, they are economical and are not detrimental to the environment. Okay, ideally we would have used an example here as taught in the sentence guide, okay, because this it's not so strong, yeah, and plus it's quite unclear here in the middle. So let's see. On the other hand, although there is a case for the adoption of green energy, the threat to the continuous supply cannot be understated. Okay, this is largely because the supply is dependent upon weather conditions, and extreme winter humidity could hinder the supply of sunlight and wind. Excellent. However, these challenges can be mitigated by developing energy plants which are more efficient and able to store energy for difficult times. Good. So oil stocks can be maintained and temporarily used as a substitute in the need of the hour. As a substitute when necessary. It's probably the easiest way to put it. Recent empirical research, we don't need a capital E there, by the USA government demonstrated that as of 2017 there is 3 trillion barrels of oil available in the world. Thus it can be possible to state beyond doubt that it is unlikely that the brief interruption of natural resources can cause any inconvenience, or will cause any inconvenience. Okay, Asad, so great essays, but we do need to pay a little bit more attention to the mistakes, the grammar mistakes, okay? And some sentences need to be rewritten. In like words like these ones, or sentences like this one could really trip up the examiner, make it difficult to read. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe that the world should move towards an ecological option and adopt green energy in order to save costs and the environment. It is predicted that in the future traditional resources will be diminished, therefore green energy would only be the suitable option. Excellent, good finish there, good way to finish. Dear Mr. Smith, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to inform you about the inconvenience created by your pet, which has resulted in some problems for my family. Fantastic. Your puppy barks all the time, due to which we are not able to concentrate on daily house chores, or relax at home. Excellent. My children are facing challenges or a challenge challenges in focusing on studies as well because of the disturbance. We're not able to sleep properly, and there were occasions where my children have missed their school bus and I've missed my meeting early morning. Okay, I've missed my early morning meeting due to a lack of sleep. Due to lack of sleep is also good. Okay, appreciate your fondness towards innocent pets, but may I request you please find some solution to fix this disturbance? Genius. This could possibly utilize our community garden to keep your dog by arranging some shelter there. Okay, you could possibly utilize our community garden to keep your dog. You could possibly utilize our community garden by arranging some shelter there. Hope you will look into this and find some suitable solution as early as possible. Yours sincerely, Asad Hussein. Excellent work there. I tripped up a little bit towards the end, and this bit missed my meeting early morning. Yeah, I missed my early morning meeting due to lack of sleep or due to a lack of sleep. Okay, so be careful. Word order there is quite important, and also this just needs to be rephrased for simplicity. Okay, you could possibly utilize our community garden to keep your dog, to leave your dog, comma, by arranging some shelter there. That would have fixed it as well. Okay, Asad. So great work here. I would put it between a 6.5 and a 7. Okay? If we're going for a 7, there needs to be less errors. And some of the errors, a lot of the errors were related to articles. Okay? And most importantly, the sentence structure. Okay? There's a few times where it really made it difficult to understand. So I would say we're very, very, very close. Okay. It also depends a lot as well on how you perform in the exam. One thing is writing it here, with the word processor and the spellings and spellings corrected and everything. The other thing is the exam. So it's up to you. I would look at more. I do two things. Firstly, I would look at more. Look at the grammar that's needed to write more coherent sentences, and also look at the articles. Research the rules, do some online exercises, and really just master that. Also, I think more feedback could possibly help as well. So as I said, you're very close. It's difficult to say, but I would definitely put it between the 6.5 and the 7. Okay, so all the best, and let me know what you decide to do.